As we grow, we face moments that kind of alter our reality and shift our perspective a little bit, moments when we're kind of humbled. And I had one of those moments when I was a child, when I was taken to the Emu Farm. So let's discuss the Emu Farm. I feel like we could have a shared experience in the Emu Farm, and I think it might not just apply to people who were children at the time when Emu Farm seemed to be all the rage, which somebody needs to explain. But the Emu Farm was a transformative experience for me. Here's the thing about emus. The concept of an emu sounds really fun. A big old bird with big old feathers and big old eggs and big old legs, and it just seems like a treat. Like, what a treasure, this fluffy bird animal. And then you actually get to the Emu Farm with your grandma or with your mom and daddy and them. I don't know what I was imagining necessarily, but it wasn't that. I just distinctly remember looking at this emu and it looked right through me instead of right at me with its barely alive eyes. And that moment changed me. It changed me. I felt like prey for one of the first times. And that was that for emus for me. I don't necessarily need to be around emus, but of course I would never be ugly about them as a species. And I will also admit that it might could have been that one emu, and I bet your emus, if you're an emu farmer, are just lovely. I know that they are. I just was disappointed in what emus were. But I will say this, the particular emu farm I went to, inside the lady's house, because it was like a friend, it wasn't like a show and tell emu farm, this was like some lady's emus. And in her house, she had that penguin slide. I don't know if y'all know about the penguin slide, like a slide with a staircase that came back up, and the staircase moved, and there was three penguins, I believe, and they slid around. Something about three penguins being stuck in an infinite game of chutes and ladders really got me. So I do have a fondness for emu farms, but I don't necessarily trust emus. So what about y'all? Did you have a transformative experience with emus? What did it for you? What broke that wall of imagination when you were faced with reality? And does anybody know why there were so many emus? Please, let's discuss it.